Hello, my name is Josh Jenkins, and I am a media coordinator in the Wake County Public School System. My school's work with Project Ready involved the creation of a school-wide teaching unit based on the book Juana and Lucas by Juana Medina. As we prepared to introduce the unit to our faculty, our team recognized a few obstacles. First, we had teachers who felt their plates were already full. And second, we faced a largely conservative and predominantly white faculty. Our initial thoughts were that our colleagues would embrace the principles of Project Ready the same way we did, but we found the path to enlightenment to be a bumpy one. The task of setting the purpose of our Project Ready work fell to me. I faced a key question before I ever began planning what I would say to my faculty. How can I approach controversial yet vital topics like racism and white privilege in a conservative school that serves conservative families with a conservative faculty without damaging my relationships in the school, while at the same time refusing to sugarcoat the challenges we face in dealing with race and social justice? I found the answer in two truths that I recognize in my colleagues. First, each and every teacher in the building came to the profession out of an honest and sincere desire to help the children who come to us every single day. And second, almost to a person, my colleagues had fallen into the same trap that had ensnared me. I thought I was colorblind. To me, it didn't matter what race the child was. I was going to serve all children in my room equally and without prejudice. I now saw that point of view was an example of my own white privilege. I needed to show our faculty how race impacted the lives of our students in their day-to-day lives in ways that white folks like me rarely took the time to consider. I used a couple of the videos we saw at Project Ready to help introduce the topic, but then I decided to make the case personal. I referenced our own students by first name to talk about the challenges that they faced each and every day. As I talked about police interactions, racial profiling, deportations, discrimination, hate speech, and a myriad of other topics within the context of our own children, the feeling in the room changed. Suddenly we had a sense of purpose to protect our babies and make sure that we were serving them the best way that we could. We no longer could ignore race. Race, no matter how uncomfortable the topic, had to be a key part of our conversation. Once the faculty understood the purpose of our unit, their defenses came down and they were willing to listen and to learn. I presented a brief overview of the racial history of North Carolina and referenced specific places near our schools, such as the slave auctions at the Smithfield Courthouse in Johnston County, the destruction of the Hayti district in Durham. We learned the segregationist history of many of North Carolina's still lauded leaders whose names are emblazoned on some of the same buildings that our teachers attended when they were in college. I took the metaphor of the Monopoly game we heard referenced at Project Ready and extended the metaphor with a narrative to show our faculty how the inequities in our society leave long-term consequences for people of color, even for the families we serve in our building. For the first time, many of our teachers began to realize how race impacted the lives of our students each and every day. This year, our school improvement plan will focus on our Latino students and their families. So our team's work impacted the direction of our school's instructional and community focus. Our entire team is pleased with the steps we've taken so far. Even though our Project Ready cohort work is complete, our mission continues. We've started a movement in our school by being brave and facing topics head on. In the end, our students, our community, and our teachers, we will all see the rewards of equitable teaching and learning.